Were they?
5:16. So this meeting is called to order at 5:16. This is the portion of the meeting designated for comments from the public about matters related to the closed session agenda. Comments are limited to 3 minutes with a maximum of 20 minutes allocated for a particular item or topic. To address the governing board, please submit to the clerk of the board a completed speaker card prior to the start of the closed session portion of the meeting. You received any cards?
We don't have any cards.
All right, number 3, the board will adjourn into closed session at 3 o'clock. I'm sorry, 5 o'clock. 5:15.
Over to you two now to introduce your class. Hello, everyone. Thank you so much for being here. We want to wish you a happy Hispanic Heritage Month and share some of the wonderful things that we do at Potter Junior High. Bienvenidos a todos ustedes y muchas gracias por estar con nosotros esta noche. Estamos celebrando el mes de herencia hispana, pero también queremos compartir con ustedes lo que hacemos todo el año en Potter Junior High. Muchas gracias.
Oh. Is there anybody who would like to come up and dance with us? Hay unos voluntarios que quieren ahí arriba y bailar con nosotros.
Way in the back. Can I get a picture? Yeah.
I'll just do it when I sit down. Just take everything. Oh, a photo. Oh, there we go, photo. So while we're doing the photo, I'll just say on behalf of, well, Ed Services and Potter Junior High, thank you, boys and girls, students at Potter, for helping us celebrate. And thanks for joining in, family. So glad to see you all.
Sure, yeah. Some of the students want to get down low in front.
Okay, down.
You guys squeeze it a little more.
There you go. Oh, perfect. All right, we're gonna switch up a
Yeah,
little
that's
bit.
perfect. All right.
There we go.
1, 2, and
So I just, if you want to take your shot off, I'm gonna have you stand right here, okay? And where is Veronica? Lista? Okay. Take a deep breath, okay? So see where this is right here?
Thank
You gotta like speak right into it, okay?
They didn't have that in our job description, did they?
Muchas gracias, muy divertido, pero mucho ejercicio. Fine. Yeah. All right. Okay, so the board has returned from the closed session and we will open the session at 6 o'clock. So was there any action taken? No action was taken at this closed session. The flag salute and student presentation will be led by Ares Miramontes and Veronica Perez, who are students from our Potter Junior High.
Good evening, board members, district leaders, and members of the community. My name is Eris Miramontes. I'm an 8th grade student at Potter Junior High, and I am pleased to join you this evening as both a student leader and a member of the Ballet Folklorico Dance Club at PJH. I would like to thank my school principal, Dr. Gonzalez, and the teachers who led our dance club, Mr. Person and Miss So, for the opportunity to present this evening. Thank you for the opportunity to highlight the Potter Junior High Ballet Folklorico Dance Club. We enjoy dancing together, representing our school, and sharing a piece of our personal cultures as well.
And hello, I am Veronica Perez. I am also an 8th grade student leader and a member of the Folklorico Dance Club at PJH. At this time, I would like to ask all to stand, place your right hand over your heart, and join us in reciting the Pledge of Allegiance. Ready? Begin. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. You may be seated. This evening, I am pleased to represent our school and Latino students in the Fallbrook Union Elementary School District as we recognize Hispanic Heritage Month. Hispanic Heritage Month is an annual celebration of the history and culture of the U.S. Latino and Hispanic communities. Hispanic Heritage Month 2023 lasts from Friday, September 15, 2023 through Sunday, October 15th, 2023. The event commemorates how the Latino and Hispanic communities have influenced and contributed to America social at large.
Hispanic Heritage Month actually began as a commemorative week when it was first introduced in June of 1968 in California. The acknowledgement became national later that year, and in 1987, California led the way again, creating a month-long Hispanic Heritage celebration.
The theme of 2023's Hispanic Heritage Month is Latinos, driving prosperity, power, and progress in America, highlighting the contributions of Hispanics to the economy, to the iconic political and social growth in the United States. Now, it is my pleasure to introduce the FUESD highlight video for this evening. In this short video, you will see a representation of Hispanic heritage in Fallbrook Union Elementary School District. We proudly present highlights of the Potter Junior High and the May Alice Ballet Folklorico clubs, colorful craftings of festive paper flowers, and the use of literature and writing. Thank you for your attention, and please enjoy this video.
My name is Brando and I am proud to be a Latino. I am proud to be a Latino because I love the parties, the food, and the fun we have.
My name is Sofia and I'm proud to be Latina. I'm proud to be Latina because I have a bunch of different cultures in my family, so I get to learn a bunch of different languages.
My name is Leonardo and I am proud to be Latino. I'm proud to be Mexican because of their creativity, their food, their art, their jewelry, and I feel like it's on a whole other level of creativity.
My name is Leslie and I'm proud to be Latina. I'm proud to be Latina because I get to express myself more to my family about how I feel, especially in Spanish, because a lot of my family members are Spanish and they only speak Spanish, and it just feels really good to like communicate with them. I am proud to be Latino. I'm proud to be Latina.
I am proud to be Latino.
I am proud to be Latina.
Veronica and I would like to present to you a leadership award. We want to thank you for your leadership at Potter Junior High, but also at a district level. We appreciate you and we're expecting amazing things from both of you as you head into the high school and into college. So let's give them a round of applause. Veronica?
It's mom and dad. Mom and dad. Come on up.
Thank you, Mom and Dad, for such a beautiful young lady to lead us in our district. Thank you. All right, Ms. Veramonte, come on up. Congratulations. Thank you very much.
And do you want to use her phone, Seth? Do you want to use her phone?
Do you want to put it on for you?
Oh, did you?
Yeah. Let's use your phone.
Okay, one more. Oh.
It's the family phone.
There.
Thank you. Our future is bright with these children as our leaders.
Thank you again for coming. Yes. Yeah. Let's give them one last round of applause. That was a lot of fun.
And these flowers were made by the students at Mayos for you.
Oh,
No, Public STEM.
Public STEM.
Here were the flowers in the video being made.
Oh, beautiful.
thank you. Okay, so it is recommended that the governing board approve the minutes of the September 11th, 2023 regular meeting and September 26th, 2023 special meeting. Do I have a motion?
I'll motion to approve.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Favela. A second?
I'll second.
Thank you. Any comments? Okay, I will call for a vote. Mr. Favela?
Aye.
Ms. Lundin?
Aye.
I also say aye. Okay, moving on to Roman numeral 2, community relations. This is a portion of our meeting designated for comments from the public about matters not on the agenda, but within the subject matter jurisdiction of the board. Should individuals wish to comment on items on the present agenda, they may do so during this portion of the meeting or at the time the item is considered by the board. Comments are limited to 3 minutes with a maximum of 20 minutes allocated for a particular item or topic. While the Brown Act allows the board to hear issues within its jurisdiction from the public that are not on the agenda, it only allows the board to respond in a very limited manner, such as providing direction to staff. If the board were to have more than this type of brief discussion on an item not on the agenda, it could be a violation of the Brown Act's rules for posting the agenda. To address the governing board, please submit to the clerk, Mr. Favela, of the board, a completed speaker card prior to the start of the open session portion of the meeting.
We do have one speaker. Be Leticia Estamos. Come on up.
Good evening, board members, community members, staff. My name is Leticia Maldonado Stamos, and I just have a couple of comments to make about the resolution that you all are addressing today. When I first moved here to Fallbrook almost 30 years ago, the realtor took us to Rolling Hills and Champagne Crest and all of these little enclaves around Fallbrook, and they were all very beautiful, and we liked them. We stayed overnight in Temecula and came back the next day. And I told the realtor, I want to see all of Fallbrook now, because I didn't know anything about Fallbrook. So he did. He took us everywhere. He took us into town. He took us up to Duluth. He took us all over. And that's when I saw what Fallbrook was really like. And the fact that it was a community that I felt that I could grow and that my husband and I could call home, we decided on the spot that this is where we were going to live. We built our home, and this is where we retired, and this is where we want to end our days. And I think that it's important what you all are doing, because the people who made me feel welcome in Fallbrook were the Latino families. They were the ones that opened their doors. They were the ones that showed me around. They were the ones that brought me to the first school board meeting. And that was before I knew anything about the history of Fallbrook. And I think that the fact that we have so many Latinos here and that you all are recognizing in a way that they've never been recognized. We have Latino astronauts and scientists and artists, and all of those people have made wonderful accomplishments for our society. But we have people right here in Fallbrook that have made the difference in the lives of children, in the lives of adults. And the fact that you're recognizing them is, I commend you all for doing that. On behalf of their children, the parents, the workers, all of those folks that have kept Fallbrook going as a community are being recognized by you all tonight. So I just want to commend you about that. And I also want to say that the girls, 3 of the girls that were dancing tonight, they were wearing skirts that about 20 years ago, 15 moms here in Fallbrook put them together for students at Live Oak. I don't know if you remember that. And I put together kits with rows and rows and rows of ribbon. I put them in a bag and said, sew them onto the bottom of these fabrics. And they have them at Mayella's, they have them at Potter. And again, that's a contribution that they felt they were making to this Latino community. And they're not here today. I took some pictures. I'm going to send it to them because they need to know that the hours that they spent sewing those ribbons onto those skirts are still being enjoyed today. So I thank you very much.
And that's it for hearing session.
Okay, thank you. Okay, do we have a report from the base liaison?
Well, it's good to see everyone. I don't have a report tonight.
Okay, thank you, sir. All right, so do we have any report from the board members? Mrs. Lundin, would you like to start?
Only that I was pleased to be part of our day-long program that we're all board members were participating in on governance training. It started at 9 in the morning and ended at 3. It was a very informative and productive program, and it's part of, I think, what we do is continuing education to know how to be even better school board members. So thank you to the staff for putting it together for us. Appreciate it.
Mr. Favela?
No, thank you all. Thanks to the parents, the teachers for the great presentation that we had today. So, it's really beautiful to see the cultural wealth of our community shared and recognized in our district. So thanks to everyone that helped put this together. Really, really moved by that. I also want to thank Fallbrook STEM for the beautiful flowers. We're actually in the process of preparing for Dia de Muertos, and so we were just over the weekend talking about producing flowers just like this. So beautiful to see this culture just flowering year after year as it does. So glad to see all that happening. There was a few things that happened since the last meeting. There was a groundbreaking that took place for the new park that's going to go in on Fallbrook Street. It's on the crest right before the community center, so folks might not be aware. There's a 6.8 acre park, multi-use park that we finally broke ground on. On my free time, I'm on the CSA 81 committee, which is our committee that represents Parks and Recreation for San Diego County. And we've had our eyes focused on a new park for the past 14 years. And so this is a tremendous event for our community for this to be happening. So the is expected to be built over the next year and a half. So by 2025, we will have a new multi-use park in Fallbrook within the downtown district. I had a chance to participate in the third Masters in Governance session. I think we focused on finance and negotiations and whatnot. So that's been a lot of fun. 2 more left to go. Looking forward to that. And I would just want to share a personal highlight on my daughter, my 7th grader, Itzel. She's been practicing. She's part of a theater group for the Moonlight Theater in Vista. She's going to be part of performing in the Dr. Seussical the Musical. I think that's what it's called. Seussical the Musical. So we're very proud of her. And as the folks have had a chance to see you play at the Moonlight Theater, I mean, it's the real deal. It's an excellent production group there. So just wanted to send a shout out to my daughter, 7th grader at Potter Junior High.
Thank you, Mr. Favela. And as for me, I will also agree and come right behind Mr. Favela to thank all that were involved, all the students that were involved in making our beautiful little paper flowers. And also for the presentation that we just had, that was very, very well done and very enjoyable. It was enjoyable watching it more than dancing. But I think it's been a while since I've moved that much. But then on to, I also want to thank the cabinet members, mainly Mrs. Hazel and Mr. Kane for the presentation for our workshop for governance. And the public was welcome, and we did have on the first night, we had part of the public, some of the public come in and sit with us and get to ask questions and get to really be very involved. We did it in the conference room, so it was very close, done in a very close space. I also want to say, with Mr. Favela and Superintendent Ms. Hazel, I attended the 3rd session, which was covering, like he said, finances for the Masters of Governance. And that was the most interesting yet of our sessions. And that's about it for me. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you. I love the videos that we have before at the beginning of the presentations, because it gives you all a window into what I see every day in our schools and our children, our teachers. The work that we do every day is really pretty amazing. And I love being able to highlight the beauty of our district and the various cultures that we have in our district. So I wanted to just take a moment and highlight. I'm very excited to honor
and celebrate Hispanic Heritage Month this month. I want you to know that we take immense pride in the diverse backgrounds and experiences of our students and our families that they bring to this community. With a significant percentage, and we have approximately 65% of our students and families that identify as Hispanic, we're reminded of the powerful impact that this culture has on our collective identity as a district. So this month, we're going to take the opportunity to express the appreciation and recognition of the contributions of our students and our families and the staff that make our school district great. But I also want to highlight that this is beyond 1 month, right? We need to celebrate and honor the cultures of all of our children throughout the year. Our children need to see themselves in the books that they read, in the topics that we study, and this is part of that. And this is part of that work. So the perspectives, the traditions, and the talents enrich us in ways that we can't fully capture. And I just want to share that I'm grateful for the continued partnership of our community, because together we provide that educational experience for everyone. So I wanted to also share with you that we wanted to make sure that our libraries were rich with books that represented our Hispanic culture. And so we donated $500 to every school so that they're working with their library tech and the students and the staff members to add some books to the libraries. So hopefully when you go to the schools next, you'll see those beautiful displays, not only in the classrooms, but also in the libraries as well. I also want to give just a quick update related to our trustee vacancy process. As you know, our president, Stacey McCray, stepped down last month, and we had our 2 trustees, Trustee McBride and Favela, were elected at our special board meeting on September 26th to serve on the application review subcommittee with myself. And so this subcommittee is simply a screening to ensure that candidates live in Area 4, that they're 18 years of age, and that they haven't committed a crime that would prevent them from serving and being on our school campuses. So what's important for the public and for everybody to know is that all candidates who meet the minimum qualifications will be invited to a public interview on October 16th. And we want everyone to know there's still more time to apply. So if you haven't applied yet and you live in District 4, we welcome you to fill out the application that's posted on our website. There's still more time. The deadline is this Friday, October 6th at 4 p.m. And you can do that via email or in person. So you can submit applications via email or in person. And more information to come. So at our next meeting on the 16th, it'll be an in-person interview. And I know that that's something that is it doesn't happen a lot to have it in person. So we want to invite the public to come and join, to participate either virtually or in person. The other thing that I'd like to share is that we have, part of our profession as educators is to constantly be learners, right? We are a learning organization, and we ensure that it's not just the kids that learn every day. We have all of our staff learning. We have our cafeteria staff going to conferences. We have our psychologists doing learning. I wanted to share that we had 11 5th grade teachers at BizTown this Saturday continuing their learning so that our 5th grade students could be part of that wonderful financial literacy program. We also have Playworks and playground supervisors, our PE assistants, and our TK assistants that are all engaged in training. So I want to, as we look at our agenda today, every month, every board meeting, we have a list of what are the trainings that our staff go to. And so I just wanted to highlight some of them for you, but it's one of our core values that we support all of our employees to progress in their profession. So that's it for my report tonight, and I look forward to the rest of our meeting.
Okay, so Roman numeral 3, administration. Board Trustee Ricardo Favela will be presenting Resolution 06-2324, recognizing Hispanic Heritage Month. Ms. Favela.
So I will read the resolution. It's on our agenda. So recognizing Hispanic Heritage Month. Whereas Fallbrook has roots in Latin American history, and the Latin American presence has been a part of Fallbrook since 1769. The Fallbrook area was first settled by Native American Luiseños and 3 Mexican families, including the Alvarados, the Picos, and the Ocampos. Whereas the Fallbrook Union Elementary School District is comprised of a diverse community of learners, among which 64% of our students identify as Hispanic or Latino, enriching our district with a variety of cultural, linguistic, and social contributions. Whereas Hispanic Heritage Month is celebrated nationwide each year from September 15th to October 15th to recognize the histories, cultures, and contributions of American citizens whose ancestors came from Spain, Mexico, the Caribbean, and Central and South America. Whereas September 15th marks the anniversary of independence for several Latin American countries, including Costa Rica, El Salvador, Guatemala, Honduras, and Nicaragua, while Mexico and Chile celebrate their independence on September 16 and September 18, respectively. Whereas Hispanic and Latin Americans have made significant contributions to our community and to our country in fields such as education, science, politics, arts, literature, and industry. Whereas the rich cultural and linguistic assets of our Hispanic and Latino students and their families significantly contribute to the strength, vibrancy, and excellence of the Fallbrook Union Elementary School District. Whereas fostering cultural diversity, equity, and inclusion is a value that enhances the educational experience for all students. Now, therefore, be it resolved that the governing board of the Fallbrook Union Elementary School District proclaims September 15th to October 15th as Hispanic Heritage Month in the Fallbrook Union Elementary School District, with special acknowledgement of the significant contributions of our Hispanic and Latin American students and their families to our community. Further resolved that the governing board of the Fallbrook Union Elementary School District encourages all schools and staff within the district to actively participate in and initiate educational activities, classroom lessons, and community events that honor and celebrate the history, culture, and contributions of Hispanic and Latin Americans. Directs the superintendent to distribute and make available educational resources on Hispanic and Latin American history, culture, and contributions to all schools within the district for use not only during Hispanic Heritage Month, but also throughout the year. Calls upon parents, teachers, students, and community members to engage in Hispanic Heritage Month activities that foster awareness, understanding, and mutual respect among all members of our diverse community.
Thank you. Mr. Favela. Okay, it is recommended the governing board approve Resolution 06-2324, recognizing Hispanic Heritage Month. Do I have a motion?
I so move.
A second?
I'll second.
Ms. Favela. Any comments? Okay, I will take a vote. Did you have a comment? No? Okay, I'll take a vote. Mr. Favela?
Aye.
Mrs. Lundin? Aye. And I also aye. So. Moving on to human resources. Number 1, information. Fallbrook Elementary Teachers Association 2023-2024 initial proposal to Fallbrook Union Elementary School District. I would like to introduce Armando, our Assistant Superintendent of Human Resources. He will speak to the Fallbrook Elementary School Teachers Association initial proposal to the Fallbrook Union Elementary School District.
Thank you, Madam President.
Thank
Board of Trustees. Our partners in education, Fallbrook Elementary Teachers Association, have presented their sunshine proposals. Government Code Section 3547 requires that the initial bargaining proposals of the district and its employee unions be presented during a public board meeting. The initial proposals of the Fallbrook Elementary Teachers Association have been provided to each board member for informational purposes. Additional copies are available here tonight. The district will also make the initial proposals available for public review at the district office and on the district website. No action is needed.
Thank you. I'm moving on to 5, educational services, information, workshop, and conference attendance. We are pleased to support our teachers and staff to continue their professional learning as they participate in conferences, enabling them to perform their duties and remain up to date on new policies and procedures impacting their roles. Number two, action, Resolution 07-2324, sufficiency of instructional materials. It is recommended the governing board approve Resolution 07-2324, sufficiency instructional materials for 23-24 school year. The Williams legislation requires that districts annually certify the sufficiency of instructional materials at their schools through a board resolution by the end of the 8th week of the school year. The approval of the resolution, sufficiency of instructional materials, affirms that each student in the district has sufficient materials that are aligned to the academic content standards and consistent with the cycles and content of the curriculum frameworks adopted by the State Board of Education. Every classroom teacher provides their assistant principal at their site with a classroom inventory of instructional materials. The assistant principal at each site collects all inventory forms and adds the school-wide inventory to then create a master list of instructional materials. Each site principal then certifies that every student has the materials needed for instruction. The compilation of the entire district is collected and verified by district, school, classroom, that we have sufficient materials for each student. Do I have a motion? Mr. Favela?
A motion to approve.
Thank you. And a second?
A second.
Thank you. Any comments? Okay, I would take a vote. Mr. Favela?
Aye.
Mrs. Lundin?
Aye.
And I also, aye. So, thank you. Moving on to number 6, consent agenda. It is recommended the governing board approve the consent agenda as presented. Do I have a motion?
Also move.
Do I have a second?
I'll second.
And any comments? Okay, I will take a vote. Mrs. Lundin?
Aye.
Mr. Favela?
Aye.
I also say aye. Okay, moving to. Okay, so at this point, this meeting is adjourned and it is 6:32.